Hi, I'm Shannon, Vice President, Time International.
Hi, Bu Shannon. How are you?
I'm good, thank you so much. How are you?
I'm good, Bu. Bu Shannon ini kan graduate-nya dulu dari marketing degree.
Marketing, yes.
Ya, how was it, Bu? Kayak dari marketing degree, and then ternyata Ibu ini suka nulis ya?
Sebenarnya gini, the real story is I've always wanted to be a writer. When I was young, actually my dream job was to be a journalist, an editor. Dari dulu tuh pengennya begitu. Cuman ya gimana ya? Sometimes kan your family does not always understand certain occupations that you're interested in gitu kan, orang tua ya kayak journalism really future-nya apa ya gitu, nggak mau business school aja gitu. And then both of my parents were also in marketing kan, jadi they sort of pushed me towards the marketing direction. So I did marketing, I studied marketing, and I worked in marketing, tapi ya I kept writing as a hobby aja. Because it's something you like, you can't just let go of it, right? Cuman at the end of the day, to make a living, you sort of choose akhirnya.
This how was the first time Ibu discover that you really like journalism, this writing world?
Actually, I probably when I was a lot younger sih, SMP gitu udah suka banget nulis. Terus I don't know why. I just felt like I was better with words on paper than spoken gitu. Maybe it also had something to do with confidence at that time. Like I was better at expressing myself in words in writing as opposed to verbally. And so I just, I didn't really have an occupation at that time kan masih SMP gitu ya. So I just made fake articles, fake news articles yang kayak ngarang-ngarang bebas aja gitu. So it was a cross actually between journalism and also fiction writing sebetulnya. Karena yang ditulis fiksi semua.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just enjoyed it. I also don't know why. Apa yang attract aku ke situ, I don't really know. Tapi I just felt like, kayaknya it's easier to express myself on paper ya daripada spoken.
Terus berarti kalau misalkan dari itu Ibu masuk ke Time International, di mana this is all about luxury brand. What was your initial pertama kali Ibu mau masuk ke Time International? Are you kayak emang udah interested in the luxury brand?
Actually no. So the interesting story is that sebenarnya di tahun 98 sampai tahun 2000 I was actually working for American Express. Tapi the bank side, not the card side, yeah, the banking side. Terus I was in charge of marketing and I was in charge of launching this member get member program where if a member, a current client of American Express could refer their other members, terus members jadi join, dia dapat points, and then the points could be exchanged with a nice gift gitu. I was in charge of creating this gift catalog, and I really wanted for one of the gifts to be Tag Heuer watches gitu. And then American Express in Singapore that already did this program before, they got in touch with Tag Heuer in Singapore, and then they asked who is the reference for Indonesia. Then saya dapat nama Pak Irwan Musri waktu itu as the agent kan for Tag Heuer watches di sini. So I went to his office. Arranged for a meeting, went to his office, presented the whole program, and then after that, jadi kan sign me deal gitu. And then a few months later, actually somebody contacted me dari kantornya Pak Irwan waktu itu dan bilang, actually there's an opening di Time International. Would you be interested in applying or not? And then I thought, okay, banking kok kayaknya gini-gini aja ya. And then both my parents kan juga in retail, marketing and retail. So I asked them, what do you think of me working, for this company instead? And they all thought it was a great idea. So ya udah, I came in for an interview. And got the job. So actually, I met Pak Irwan before I joined Time International. And going into the job, I didn't really know what to expect. All I knew was Tag Heuer is a really, really good brand that I personally at that time did not own, but really wanted one. And I thought, okay, if I can't own one, let me work for the brand first, and then I'll own it later. So yeah, that was the story. And of course, obviously, going into something that I had no experience of, ya pastinya ada rasa little intimidated, a little scared. Tapi I always had this perception, and this is something that my mom actually always told her kids that even if you don't know how to do it, as long as you're open-minded enough to learn, you'll be able to do it somehow. Gitu. Jadi coba aja dulu, you never know. You might actually be great at it, tapi pokoknya harus coba. So I tried. And here I am, 20 years later, still here.
Terus you mention about the tech choir, Bu. Yeah. Itu apakah barang pertama Ibu untuk brand staff yang Ibu beli?
Actually, oddly enough, pada saat sudah masuk time internasional, jam pertama yang dibeli adalah Cartier, bukan Tag Heuer. Padahal masuk sebagai brand managernya Tag Heuer, which is, yeah, I don't know how that happened. If you ask me now, I don't even remember why, but yeah, akhirnya jam tangan pertama yang dimiliki adalah Cartier. Habis itu baru Tag Heuer.
Saya penasaran banget nih, kayak Bu Shannon udah di this industry for so long. Jadi apa sih yang pertama kali catch Ibu? Ternyata itu Tag Heuer, malah yang dibeli Cartier.
Malah yang dibeli Cartier dulu. I also don't know why. If you ask me, I don't remember why. Tapi akhirnya dibelinya Cartier dulu, and then baru Tag Heuer. Tapi kesininya Tag Heuer-nya jauh lebih banyak dari Cartier-nya.
Tapi Bu, sebenarnya it's really interesting ya Bu, kayak kalau cewek fashion kan biasa lebih ke kayak clothes-nya, all bags-nya. Ibu tuh lebih watch-nya atau ke bag sebenarnya?
Well, dua-duanya sih sebenarnya. Cuman karena mulainya di watches ya. Jadi watches tuh always has a very special place in my heart. Walaupun kita sekarang udah banyak sekali fashion brand dan memang on a day-to-day operational level too, I'm more involved now in the fashion side more than the watches side. But I always try to like catch up with, okay, what are the latest novelties, what's going on in the watch world. Pokoknya tetap nggak mau ketinggalan karena ya kan asalnya dari situ ya gitu. That's how I started. You should never forget where you come from, right?
Ya, kan Ibu dari tadi cerita. Berarti we can take away kata-kata experience when we talk about the time international, itu selalu give the best experience to the customer. For yourself, Bu, the word experience itu apa sih sebenarnya?
Prinsipnya adalah when we serve our customers, we want them to leave our stores feeling great. That's the aim that we have. We want them to leave the store thinking, either I bought something that made me feel great, or I'm gonna look great in this, or wow, that guy or that girl was really nice, or wow, they really know what they're talking about. Yeah, this is the takeaway. Jadi for me, that is the experience that we want our customers to try and have. And basically the point and the key of experience is unforgettable in a good way. Gitu. Yeah. The experience kan juga bisa bad, right? So you have to be specific that the goal is it's something that's unforgettable but good.
And you really passionate about kayak this world banget Bu, this industry world. Dan Ibu udah di Time International for 20 years. Maybe you've heard about the Generation Z, the millennials, yang punya tendency to move from one place to another. Yet Bu Shannon stay in the same company for 20 years. Can you kayak share Bu your kayak what makes you stay atau nggak any advice for the young generation untuk kayak mereka yang suka pindah-pindah?
But why I've managed to stay for 20 years is because I'm still constantly learning something new. The way I see it, for some of the people, for some of the younger generation yang pindah-pindah kerja, I think I can understand that sometimes in certain workplaces, when you feel like you don't grow, when you feel like you're not learning anything new, yeah, you want to look for something else. You want to look for another challenge. Oh, maybe I can do better here. Maybe I can do better there. And I completely understand that. I think one of the reasons why I was able to stay here for so long, why I am here for so long, is because I'm constantly learning new things gitu. And really this is such a blessing. I don't even know how or why I deserve this blessing, but it's really a blessing because waktu saya mulai, I started as a brand manager for Tag Heuer, ya kan. And then after that ditambahkan brand baru. Dari brand management, then I shifted to retail management. Again, I was able to learn something new because just managing the brand and actually operating a retail store is completely different. And then after retail operations, I also evolved into marketing, really specifically for the marketing department. And then after that, strategic planning. Jadi ada journey-nya kan gitu. And with all these different elements, it felt like I was doing different jobs all the time sebenarnya gitu. So it would be similar to the younger generation yang sekarang pindah-pindah kantor. Cuman bedanya saya tetap di kantor yang sama, cuman pindah-pindah posisi. So, I mean, as long as, for me, I always believe you should still stay as long as you're still learning something new. As long as you can develop your character, develop your experience, develop your knowledge. Selama you're still developing, stay. If you don't, you feel stuck, feel like you're doing the same thing over and over again, you don't learn anything, you don't grow, then I think you have a reason to look elsewhere. A lot of the younger generation have always asked me the same question, like, kok bisa sih 20 tahun di tempat yang sama? Nggak bosan? Gitu. Dan pertanyaannya selalu mengarahnya ke situ, nggak bosan? And I would look at them like, enggak. Soalnya beda-beda kerjaannya selama 20 tahun itu. It's not like 20 tahun ngerjain the same thing kan, gitu. Selain itu juga, whenever there's a new brand, you also start from zero because every brand is completely different how they're managed. Yes, certain principles yang akan sama, tapi you learn from scratch again what the DNA of the brand is, what they stand for, how they do things. Everything is new gitu. Jadi with every new brand juga rasanya kayak kerjaan baru juga gitu. So that's really how I've been able to stay. And not only do I learn from the job itself or from the principles or from the brands, but I also learn a lot of new things from the younger generation yang join. So, pokoknya my principle is always, if I'm still learning, it's fine.
Ada nggak sih Bu struggle during the ways, kayak selama perjalanan journey karir Ibu yang semua orang sekarang taunya Bu Shannon VP Time International, kayaknya udah enak banget kerja traveling, misalkan orang kan selalu bilangnya kayak gitu Bu, buyer segala macem, tapi kan ada nih pasti proses-prosesnya yang ada hiccup-nya lah Bu, kita bisa bilangnya. Maybe you can share something with us Bu about that.
Hiccup sih pasti ada ya, selalu ada. I mean, we're all only human and the world is flawed. Jadi nggak mungkin nggak ada hiccups. But then again, I think it all depends on how you see it. Do you see it as a learning process or do you see it as you just stumbled and fell gitu loh. I prefer to always think of it as, okay, I had to go through that in order to get here now. A lot of things were learning processes. Like the first time that I had to do an exhibition gitu misalnya. Kita pernah tuh bikin satu exhibition untuk salah satu brand yang dimana they were promoting their range of watches yang water resistance-nya bisa jauh lebih dalam untuk kedalaman yang laut yang jauh lebih dalam daripada biasanya. Jadi misalnya water resistant kan biasanya dia up 50 meter, 100 meter, 1000 meter atau whatever gitu ya. Jadi ini this brand was promoting their new range of watches yang water resistance-nya sampai dengan 1000 meter kalau nggak salah waktu itu. And the biggest shock of my life was kita tuh dari sisi desain everything was perfect. Oh, bakal ada big water tank yang nanti jamnya dicemplungin dan lain sebagainya gitu. Yang tidak diperkirakan waktu itu oleh kontraktornya sebetulnya adalah perhitungannya bahwa dengan beban air sekian banyak kacanya mesti minimal sekian. Jadi 1 hari sebelum exhibition or 1 atau 2 hari sebelum exhibition di trial diisi, terus the water tank pecah.
Wow.
Dan pecah tuh ngebanjirin atrium di mana kita waktu itu mau pameran, karena kita udah bisa mulai setup kan dari 2 hari sebelumnya. Itu diteleponin sama kontraktornya, sama project manajernya jam 4:30 pagi. Kagetnya setengah mati. And I was one of those people yang dulu zamannya sekolah was I didn't really care much about math. I didn't really like math. Apa sih gunanya math nanti gitu? Oh ternyata pas kerja semuanya berkaitan dengan math ya sampai harus ngitung kemampuan beban akuarium gitu kan. I mean things like this happen. Jadi panik-panik harus cari bikin lagi akuariumnya dengan kaca yang lebih tebal, biaya tambahan dan lain sebagainya. And that was a valuable lesson for me because pastinya apa yang udah dibudgetin jadi berantakan karena harus bikin ulang, ya kan? Belum lagi have to pay for damages untuk kebanjiran yang terjadi dan lain sebagainya. That was quite a valuable experience for me. Tapi ya itu tadi, because of things like that happening, now dengan in my position now, I can tell my team like, when you're preparing this, don't forget this. Don't forget to check that. Don't forget this. Don't forget that. Because all of these incidents udah pernah terjadi tadinya gitu sebelumnya when I was going through that process. A lot of these things happen through experience. Jadi you have to experience it first before you're able to learn.